Yes, yes, I can hear you. Where am I? I'm somewhere else. I'm in the sky and see the moon. It is beautiful. I see the land far below, little lights of towns like clusters of stars. I drop. I want to drop. Must go lower. Through the clouds. To the ground. Through the ground. And I am now within the soil. I can feel the coolness of the rock as I drift. It does not stop me. I travel and travel. Blue. I'm in a sky again, but it's an underground sky. It's blue everywhere, like a mist. Below the blue air, the ground is black. There are no plants. It is just rock and dirt. There is a light here, but I do not see how. A sort of electric glow in the air. It waves and weaves like an aurora. There are stalactites, like in my dreams. I fly. The space goes on for miles and miles. The sky is truly a sky. I drop to the plain and rush along. Maybe those are towns in the distance. Some small flowers now. And a river. I can feel some life here, but also the end of life. Below there are kinds of fish and snakes. Up above, kinds of birds, but they're not birds. They look wrong. I cannot clearly make any of them out. I travel on. I see fields, and are those people? Moving closer, they are people, and yet they are not. They look human, except some of them seem deformed. In some places they appear to be battling in an exhausted, slow manner. Many are just moving robotically over and over, not applying themselves to any discernible task, just thrashing about. There is a noise here, too, an echo that is constant and loud. It does not appear to be a physical sound, more the wavelength of thoughts, many thoughts like static on a radio. It fills this place, that reverberation. I cannot make sense of it. I travel on, away from these awful meadows and the lurching of those dead animated puppets. Ahead, a mountain is on the far side of a black bridge. No, it is a city. My God, it is enormous. The static sound is louder here, almost deafening. Thoughts, many thousands of terrified thoughts rising from the space in the city like a million screams. Oh! Here and there, a clear word in the cacophony. I think this place is called Sash or Sath. I descend through the golden buildings and see a riot of animals in the lanes and plazas. My God, they are blasphemous. Huge, morbid white beasts with horns and elements of the human in their ghastly faces. And they are eating people. There are people down there, many dressed in fine robes, and these awful animals are tearing them apart. The telepathic screams are coming from those victims. Everywhere there is panic as these giant animals run amok. And now, there is a tone I have heard before. That low, guttural rumble from my dreams, that call of the deepest wail in hell. I go down, past those blood-soaked streets, underground once more. I am now in a different place. It is warmer here and red. The air has an infernal color like a photographer's darkroom. There are buildings here too, but they are different to the blue land above. The assembled blocks of these cyclopean structures are enormous and irregular. I can still hear the faint screams of terror above, projecting through many hundreds of yards of rock, but thankfully it is now a low background clamor. It's like the agitated buzz of a beehive under assault from hornets in another garden. There is no life here. Nothing. Everywhere is rubble and dust, spread out like shingle amidst the ruins. This place feels older than I can imagine. There are temples here, giant black, possibly basalt cathedrals, ransacked and devastated. Beyond the city, as above in the blue-lit landscape, the land stretches out in each direction. This is a kingdom of ruin. Again, the blaring siren of a guttural host travels up from below, louder now, below this land. I am close to what calls, but I must travel down again. It is a strange feeling, propelling myself through rock as if it were water. I am a diver through the fabric of the earth. I am breaking through now to an open plain, but there is no light down here. I can sense geological shapes, but it is not sight I am using. I don't know what it is. Nothing at this level is remotely familiar. It is utterly alien. If life exists here, I cannot tell. Nor was a human soul ever meant to be here. The boom of the summons is deafening, and now this is a genuine sound. Whatever I am drawn to, whatever causal power infected my sanity, it is in this place. There! A shard of light in the distance. I glide towards it. Part of me feels like a moth slowly enticed towards a glowing web. I am tiny in this space and surrounded by an energy both monumental yet somehow indifferent to my kind. The slice of light seems to steam. In fact, as I draw near, I see that there are 2 slivers of smoking incandescence. There is a huge backdraft of air as something vast sniffs in my direction. That rumbling cacophony blasts again, the titanic yawn of something ancient and very slow. I perceive a gigantic, couchant shape many stories high. It is some kind of animal. There are coarse hairs and rudimentary features of a bat, but overwhelmingly the elements are amphibious, like a frog or toad, particularly that mountainous round head, slashed within which are those glowing cuts, somnolent eyes. The towering face turns to me, like a colossal radar dish slowly pointing towards a speck of interest in space. The eyes slowly open, and I gaze into the phosphorus, eon-forged stare of an undoubted god. These are the eyes I saw in that accursed projection atop the black stone. You! Blast the slothful, guttural voice of 1,000 dead stars. I try to speak, but I am transfixed with an absolute, all-encompassing terror. I am but a dust mote faced with a comet. You came to Sathagur. Good. I am so very hungry. The god shifts on its immense haunches as the surrounding realm echoes with its movement. It reaches out a titanic arm as thick as 100 redwood trees. The breadth of the palm of its scaly hand obliterates my entire horizon. The hand arrives to me, but goes through my vision, and I'm inside the mass and sinew of its forearm. It takes minutes for the limb to reverse, be retracted and settle back. Sathagur angles its head slightly upwards. I see, it rumbles. There is no mutual connection to be found here. I cannot begin to comprehend a being such as this. There are no secrets to learn, no veil of life to see behind, no learning unless it is the knowledge that we humans are utterly insignificant to greater power such as this. The link at the Blackstone was a simple one. It was of a predator locating its prey. We continue to look at each other. With a blast of fetid air, the deity shifts its mass and slumps back into the gloom. The immeasurable toad-like head slips from sight into the shadows, so that just those burning eyes remain visible, two furious suns slowly being covered again by descending great canopy eyelids. "Go forth," it thunders. I take it as instruction until I see movement far below, a shift of black upon black. There is a crucible down there, a kind of wide basin. Something has emerged upon those final spoken words, something that now unfurls and rushes upwards. A horror grips me. I do not want to see what this is, and I will not wait for it to reach me, despite my hitherto invulnerable state. I glimpse an ever-shifting serpentine chaos, a black morass of matter and hate rushing upwards. I careen into the roof of this lightless netherworld I was never meant to see. I cross quickly through rock, but know that I am pursued through the slightest of fissures and the slimmest of gaps in the blackened strata.